honey's, welcome back to my channel. I am so stoked because for today's video I'm going to be playing with the Fenty Beauty foundation as well as their new Pro Filt'R, right? Yeah, Pro Filt'R concealers. So I bought these about when they first came out, when these concealers first came out in December. I think it was December. Yes, when they came out, and so I was like, oh my god, they're gonna come out with concealers. I am such a huge fan of concealers. I love concealer in my under eyes, and I really like a nice bright under eye. So when I saw that Fenty was coming out with new concealers, I was so excited. I'm sorry that I don't have the powder for you guys, but if you guys are interested, there's a bunch of reviews here on YouTube that have the full collection for them to review for you guys. So for me personally, I love trying out new concealers, so that's why I bought them, and I really want to test them out and see how long they wear. Now, I actually already did a Fenty Beauty foundation review on my channel, which I'll link it here if you guys want to watch that. So I'm not really going to go too full in depth with the foundation because I've already done a review. With the foundation, I didn't really like it just because I felt like it was too dry for my skin. So I'm gonna try it again and I'm gonna see, you know, maybe it was just, I don't know, the first time around. So I want to try it again with the concealers and kind of see how that plays out and how it works. I went ahead and already applied my primer, which is the one that I normally always use. You guys know this is my Too Faced. And then I went ahead and applied also some setting spray from Urban Decay, my All Nighter setting spray. And then I also applied my lotion or my moisturizer, which is my Pure Soak Up. I think that's what it's called. It's in the bathroom because I already did my skincare. So I am ready to go and apply the foundation. Hopefully it's my shade because I haven't played with it yet, so we'll see. Alright guys, so I went ahead and applied my foundation. Now I know it looks a little creepy and a little scary, but it honestly really does match me really well. The other ones that I've tried before have been too yellow or way too pink. Alright guys, so I zoomed you in so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Like, it's this section right here. Like, you can tell that it's just like separating and it's like super dry. Like, and it's okay, I moisturized and I also applied my primer. I exfoliated this morning because I do it at least 3 times a week or even sometimes just twice a week. And so I noticed that it's very dry right here and on my nose too. I don't know if you guys can see, like it starts to separate a little bit or grab into my dry patches. And so yeah, like I don't know, like I'm just not a very big fan of this foundation for those reasons. And then you can see some of my red patches, my redness peeking through right here from the foundation, and I don't want to add more product just because I feel like it's gonna make me look very dry. I look like Casper the Ghost. So I just want to be like 100% honest with you guys because I don't want to be like those people that are like, oh my god, it's like the best foundation I have ever tried, you know, because, you know, and maybe, you know, for some people that actually use this, you know, I've had clients that I've done in the past that have that foundation and they have amazing skin. And so when they put this on, like, it looks great. And then I have another client who does have more of prone acne skin and have acne scars, and they put this on and it doesn't look bad on them either. But then you have on some people that it's not the best foundation for them too. So so these concealers, you guys, the cool thing though about Fenty that I really honestly like is that they have so much shades for everyone's skin type, you know, or skin tone. There's 50 shades. The cool thing about the concealers is that when you have a hard time finding your shade, whatever shade your foundation is, so this one is 130, this is a shade that I got, and they have the same 130 concealer shade that complements this foundation. So what that means is that it would be one shade lighter than the foundation, and then you're good to go. But the thing though with me is that I tried the 130 concealer and I felt like it was way off. Like, for me personally, the way that I like my concealers, so it just depends. I got the shade 120, so I believe it's like 2 shades down, and so I felt like this one fit me best. So it just depends on what you like and what you prefer, but I feel like that's really cool how it does give you one shade that matches the foundation. One thing is about the applicator, I absolutely love it. I love it so much. Like, it's just perfect to fit underneath your eye, and I just felt like the applicator is really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and do what I normally always do and apply my concealer this way. And so far, you guys, the concealer feels really good, you guys. I don't feel any heaviness just yet. The smell is not strong either, which I really appreciate. And I'm gonna add some right here, down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, and just a little bit on my chin. And so I'm gonna go ahead and use the same beauty sponge like I normally always do, and I'm gonna start to blend my concealer this way. And I'm doing the exact same movements that I do, you guys, when I normally do my makeup with my regular products. So I'm not doing anything different at all. Like, I'm just blending like I normally always do. You guys have seen my videos, and this is what I normally do when I blend out concealers or when I blend out products. Alright, so I already blended out the concealer. Now, it doesn't feel super heavy on my eyes either. Like, it feels pretty comfortable, so I'm not mad at the concealer at all whatsoever. I don't know, I just feel like I look, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just don't like the way that, and maybe it's just the foundation because I'm not liking how it's really patchy. Watch. I'm gonna zoom you guys in again. On my chin, do you guys see that? Like, even after applying the concealer, and with the concealer, I feel like it didn't do any justice because I was like, okay, at first, you know, it may be a little patchy because of the foundation, but now I'm like, let me add the concealer and maybe it's going to, you know, but look, it's just separating. So I'm not too happy about that. The forehead still looks the same. It still looks pretty patchy, and I don't know. Or maybe I just have to exfoliate more. I mean, but my other foundations don't do that either. Look, as you guys can see here. So the next shade that I did grab was 360, and I'm going to use this to contour. So I'm going to put this in the back of my hand like I normally always do. And these concealers, you guys, they run for $26, which I don't think is too bad for a concealer. So I'm going to go ahead and just use the same Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And I'm going to start to just warm up my skin because I'm starting to look real white here. So I'm really liking the concealer, you guys. The color, like the contour shade, looks really, really pretty, and I can't wait to actually set it with my bronzer. So I'm gonna go ahead, you guys, and set my concealers. I'm gonna finish off my face really quick, adding brows and all my other stuff, and then I will be right back with you guys to kind of see how it all worked out. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I am back. I went ahead and applied my whole face, and honestly I am really liking the concealers. The only thing that I just don't like is the foundation. Concealers overall look really, really pretty. Like, I love how bronzed and like it doesn't look red or too orange on my skin tone because I'm super fair, and I'm really liking the way how smooth it looks on my skin. This area right here looks perfectly fine as well. I have no complaints about that either. So I will definitely fill you guys in a little bit to see how they are holding up. Hi guys, so I'm doing my final check-in. It is currently 8:22 p.m. So I've had this foundation on since 12:30 p.m. today. So I've had it on for quite a bit of time. So remember, I'm testing out the concealers and a little bit of the foundation. So I'm really oily on my nose. Normally that doesn't really happen. So I'm wondering if maybe because I added highlight to the tip of my nose, maybe that's why. But my cheeks look a little oily as well, but they don't look super, super bad. There is some separation on my nose, as you guys can see there, which I absolutely dislike. So I don't know if maybe that's the foundation that, I don't know, that it grabbed onto my dry patches around my nose area. On this side, there is a little bit of separation too, so not a big fan of what it did on my nose. But on my chin, there is a little bit of separation like I showed you guys in the beginning, but it didn't get too bad. So I'm really liking the fact that it didn't separate on my chin as much throughout the day, because I've had this on for a very long time. And I also kissed my dogs, and I also was leaning on my face, so I feel like the foundation did really, really good, since I do rest my hands on my face sometimes. Overall though, the contour shade, I mean, it's starting to get like really oily, as you guys can see here, but I'm really liking it. So I really wonder how it would look if I were to touch up, because I haven't touched up yet at all today. This is just raw. I haven't done anything. Overall, underneath my eyes, I'm starting to notice here that there is some creasing as well into my fine lines, but in this section right here, it still looks really, really good. So I feel like that's just the only part that I feel like it did settle into my fine lines, and I start to look like a little viejita. But overall, I feel like around my face, it still looks pretty good. I feel like if I were to touch up, it would look really nice, and I could get away with wearing it just a couple of hours more. Now for the concealers, I really like them actually. I find the bronze contour, or the contour shade that I did use for my skin tone, I feel like it looks really pretty still, and it's still in its regular place. Like I said, I'm just a little bit oily now because it's almost the end of the day, but I feel like it held up really well. I don't see any patches at all. It still looks really good. So I will definitely be using this again to cream contour. The concealer, I don't know, I feel like I want to try it again, maybe with a different foundation. I'm not 100% sold on it yet, because I definitely have other concealers that definitely work for me and hold up really well as well. But I just feel like, I don't know, like, it's a nice concealer, don't get me wrong. Is it something that you have to have? No. I feel like you can definitely use a different concealer that, you know, that works for you best. But I feel like for me personally, I don't know. I'm not in love with it. I feel like I still want to get a little bit more uses out of the concealer with different foundations and different products. Just remember, you guys, that whatever may not work for me doesn't mean that it won't work for you. You know, there's people that might love these products, and then, you know, there's people that won't like what I like. So, you know, it just, when it comes to makeup, it's so cool because you can definitely get samples, try it out for yourself. Take it back if you don't like it. Take it back if it didn't work for you. You can get your money back. So that's the beauty about makeup. It's just, nothing is permanent, you know. So I hope that this was very detailed, and I hope that you guys liked me doing close-ups of my face and my skin when it comes to products. Let me know if you like that. Give it a thumbs up, and I'll continue to do that. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed, and also hit the notification bell so that every time that I do upload, you get notified on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer, or wherever. I love you guys very, very much. Besos, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye!